4 bold predictions for today's game versus the Vikings. I'm excited about today's game. I really am. I know that there are some naysayers because I've seen them all over Twitter and the comment section who thinks we're not going to have a Jake Browning miracle run. And to that, my friend, I say, get ready, get set. Because will the real JB play stand up? Anyway, four bold predictions. All right, before we get into this, let me give my 4 bold predictions first. Number 1, Chase Brown has over 100 yards rushing in this game. Okay. Number 2, we have 3+ sacks in this game. Number 3, Jake Browning does not throw an interception in this game. Yeah, I'm going crazy, huh? Call the loony bin. I'm on my way. Number 4, we beat the Vikings by 2+ scores. So like either 14 points or 14 points. I don't know where I was going with that one. All right, let's see what StroyPipe.com thinks for the bold predictions. Number 1, Chase Brown has... Okay, I did not read this beforehand. Now they say all-purpose yards, which means passing or receiving. So I think he's going to have 100+ rushing period yards. They're saying all-purpose, so again, net yards of 100. So receiving yards and rushing yards as well. And then score twice. Okay. I think, with the aspect of running, if you're running it that good, probably you're going to score. He would probably score at that point maybe 3 or 4 times, dependingly. He might have a receiving touchdown as well, depending. But, all right, so that's number 1. Number 2, Carson Wentz turns the ball over to the Bengals defense 3 times. If we're getting after him and getting sacks, there's going to be fumbles in there as well. So that's just a given, right? If you're getting to him over and over again, there's going to be some type of turnover in the backfield, especially with Trey Hendrickson back there. So I could see him throwing 4 interceptions and fumbling at once. This is the type of game where I could definitely see that type of situation happening. Carson Wentz he's an interesting quarterback. He really is. Next on the docket, Justin Jefferson finishes as wide receiver 1 in PPR. Jamar Chase ranks top 5. So they're talking about, obviously, for fantasy football. If he finished number 1, then that means, as wide receiver 1, that means that he has a fantastic day. And that means this is probably going to be a shootout in that bold prediction. Because if he's having a crazy great day, now again, don't get me wrong, a receiver in PPR, point per reception. So, for example, Justin Jefferson go out there, put up, 15 receptions with Carson Wentz, and then put up 1 touchdown and, let's say 60 yards. That right there is point per reception. So, let's say 15 points plus a touchdown, which is 6 points for a wide receiver, 4 for a quarterback. So, that's 21. And then, let's say 70 yards, that's 28 points. Now, would that finish number 1? I don't know, but yeah. And you could even go farther than that and say, maybe he has 100 yards, right? Just because he does do that doesn't mean they would have the craziest shootout of all time, but it means that they're at least moving the ball productively with Justin Jefferson. And without Cam Taylor-Britt, that's not the craziest take of all time. Jake Browning and the Bengals do enough to hold up the Vikings to start 3-0 for the first time since 2015. Yeah. I think we're going to win this game. I'm very, very confident we're going to win this game. So, and that's it. Across the board, I'm excited. I'm excited, guys. I'll be live today at 1 o'clock for this game. I think we're going to win. I think we're going to blow them out. I think Jake Browning is going to be the real JB. I saw a couple people question this on Twitter, and I think someone commented on my video yesterday and said this. What happens, okay? I know that's crazy to say, but there is a real possibility. What if we're undefeated come week 14 or 15 when Joe Burrow comes back? What do you do then? Like, let's say we're 12, 13, and 0 when Joe Burrow comes back with Jake Browning. You know, obviously it's Joe Burrow's team, right? So Joe Burrow would just take over and be the starter again. But would you ride the hot hand, number one? And there's also a factor of like, well, if that's the case, then you could just let Joe Burrow kind of sit and chill for the next, 5 weeks, right? And just wait until the postseason so he could even get even extended rest and he doesn't have to be forced to come back so quickly. So there's also that scenario as well. But once you get to the playoffs, I don't think anyone on this earth is going to say, yeah, let's go Jake Browning over Joe Burrow. Like, no, I think it's very, very self-explanatory once you get to the playoffs. But before you get to the playoffs, if you're already in a situation where you feel like you locked it up and you're going to make the playoffs anyway, you kind of just continue to ride the hot hand, I feel like, with Jake Browning. But again, this is all ideas and scenarios and theories, game theories. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one.